Hey, love bugs, it's right back at you one more again. I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. into my returning subs, my grown extended beautiful family. As always, thank you so much for the love and support y'all are truly giving me. Is truly a blessing. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. And if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love a chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video or you're up, tell me about your empathic gift. And if you feel like the videos are uplifting, give you good vibes that you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath that maybe you're going through trying times at the moment and just needing confirmation, validation towards life path, or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give a girl a thumbs up, like, and also share the social media favorites wherever you see fit. As always, thank you so much for the love and support. It's truly appreciated. And I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. Oh my goodness, the sage is trying to make me sneeze. Woo. Okay. And the video I'm doing today is Twin Flame 101. Heyokas, you cannot solve a problem with the same solution on the same level as the problem was created. Yes. It's just like a lot of times, I guess it's just with me, I'm very OCD. So I always try to break things down on, why is a certain situation still bothering me? Why am I placing so much energy and thought in certain situations, concepts, sequences that really is just dragging on something that, it just supposed to been a little, touch now and then supposed to been going. And there's a lot of things that we're changing. We're moving swiftly and fiercely through different timelines. And a lot of this is creating resistance in some kind of way. Your emotions is all out of whack and stuff like that. And you have to be able to understand when you allow yourself to keep going through that repetitive thought or taking yourself back to a certain timeline that may have been very aggressive, very negative, hurtful, deceitful, or something like that. It's just like you're having to get out of that pattern of keep doing things, because a lot of times we don't notice that we allow ourselves to keep repeating certain sequences over and over, and that creates a loop into something that's no longer needed in our lives. And it's like, it's just like universe is like, okay, I understand this was very hurtful to you, but we need to move on. We got so many other things that I need to explore with you. So those are the things you really need to go through, that cosmic, it's like a cosmic growth that is taking place. So it's just like the way you may have looked at things and dealt with things back before you awaken, or back on an old frequency that you are no longer at. And you'll know that you're in a different sequence, because there'll be certain things that you may have done before that you're not doing now, or certain things that you may catch yourself doing, and your intuition is like, why do you keep doing that? You even know this is not supposed to be talked about. These are the things you need to stop focusing on. But I'm just asking you why you keep doing it. And you'll notice just a vibe within your shift. It's like that little, indication with you. It's like a notification when you get on the phone. It's just like certain things will come up, and it's just like, why are you allowing yourself to keep applying, your thought, your energy into this when we have taken it out your life? A lot of times, it's like when you're going through these changes, you'll start seeing people just drop out your lives like flies, towards different things. And sometimes it can really be hurtful on different things that's taking place in your life. It's like, why these people keep leaving my life? You have to understand if their destination with you has expired, you already met that point on contact that has probably been left over from, parallel entities or different lifespans, that has went into another loop that y'all that you didn't close from the last few lives. So those are the things that had that initial contact. Now it's time to move on. And a lot of times it's hard for us to be able to move on with that, and we're just wanting to stay forced on certain beliefs in our lives, patterns and stuff like that. So they're telling you to find different ways on how to allow yourself to heal in certain things, allowing yourself to find a lot more positive, better. Let me rewind. Find different ways on trying to have a healthier, like, anger management or depressed management, something like that. Not depressed management, just getting yourself out of depression. If there are certain things that you really truly love that brings, that uplifts your frequency. I felt so good yesterday, doing my videos. Even certain things would come out and I knew it was a test. I allowed myself to see, that's a test, just to see how I'm allow myself to respond to it, or even don't respond to it, or just observe and not no longer absorb, and things like that. So it's just like a lot of times we feel like change hasn't take place, but you can really see certain things from a different standpoint, a different vantage point, that when certain things come up, it could be something negative that comes up to me, and I will allow myself to keep repeating it in my mind. And now I'm at that point of saying, you know what, I needed that. Thank you. I put a little short video out. When you have showed me, it's like I seen all that I needed. And he's like, well, you go, no, I've seen what I needed. So I allowed myself to go ahead and disconnect and keep moving on, and a lot of times you're showing yourself, your intuitive is getting very heightened as well. Your intuitive and your intuition, there'll be certain things that's showing you, okay, you're finished with this certain, situation or certain circumstances that went into a full completion. Now it's time to move on. And it's just like, if you need that confirmation within yourself, and this is with yourself, not other people, but within yourself, because it's like, how come I can't get it on other people? Because it's just whatever you're thinking, if it's not on good intent or you're forcing an outcome, it's not going to give you the truth on certain things. So if you're asking for yourself and your vibration, your path on how you're moving forward, is going to give you that answer that you need to have. It's just like, am I applying myself enough? And it's just like right there, you already know. If you're putting in all you got, it's like, even when things get frustrating, you're still applying yourself. It's like this morning, I stayed up last night just staying busy, and it was just like me, just doing things and being active, because a lot of the times I've been, just allowing myself to take self-care and just allowing myself to just stay to myself and not really be active. But it was just more the mind work instead of my actual body. So it was just like last night, just changing my routine, and it felt really good. But then sister didn't go to sleep until like almost 4 o'clock in the morning, and I was like a deadhead this morning and started out late again today. But then I allowed myself to say, hey, no excuses, just keep moving. Just allow yourself to keep moving. Don't sit up here and allow yourself to place a commitment on what your routine is going to be today, and you allow yourself to break that commitment. It's just like they always tell you, don't dishonor yourself by breaking a commitment. Now, only time that can happen is like in case of emergencies, if certain things happen that was out of your control. Hey, you just got to reschedule, reset, and keep going, working through different things, having a different routine. Don't being able to allow yourself to keep in balance, so you're not giving more on certain situations and you're giving less. They want you to be able to even those things out. Like, okay, if I'm gonna spend like about 45 minutes to meditating, whatever situations that I'm still having issues with, whether it is detaching, grounding, forgiveness, cutting cords, whatever it is, you're applying yourself to do that first thing in the morning. You say your prayers, you're allowing yourself to go in to your strength of mantras, affirmations, just being shown appreciation to our gods. They're helping us through so many different things, even though our circumstances can be very heavy and very intense at times. Yes, this is, but it's creating something better for ourselves. And a lot of times when they put that pressure on us, it may be overwhelming. It's pushing us out of comfort zones, because if they didn't turn the heat up, you'd be staying in the same situation and not applying yourself towards better when they have better for you to take place for you to grab it. And so these are the things they're telling you. Don't try to sit up here and use old vibrations to new entities that's coming into your life. It's not going to work. They always tell you, don't do that. It's not going to work. So allow yourself to find different things on what's taking place. Even if you're journaling and you have issues with yourself, they're always telling you, don't, even if you have good friends into your life, there's a lot of things that just doesn't need to be said. Everything that you are going through doesn't need to be vented out with other people, because a lot of times, even though that person can be a friend, sometimes that that vibration I shifted up, and they're wishing more on you than what you probably are going through. So they'd rather for you to just journal and tell your thoughts to to the consciousness up above, to the spirit, and speak to your spirit guides about it instead of different people, because there's so many different people are going through stuff right now. And I mean, it may be looking like they have good intentions, but a lot of times, don't feel, a lot of times where it comes to us as empaths, we feel like people won't do us a certain kind of way if they have, because of the relations we have, or the length in time they've been in our lives, or how they in our lives, or is a best friend, is it a life partner, is a husband, is a wife, is it a baby mama, baby daddy, or, family member and stuff like that. Because you never know. People can flip scripts on you real quick and not even know it. And that can be a shock to many things that you're going through, because right now there's a lot of things that's very intense. So it's like applying pressure into your life to keep moving. They're showing you a whole lot of different things, and they're telling you to keep up. You can't be, this ain't that time to be slacking. And it's just like, you have to be open towards everything. It could be your abundance, or it just could be you just allowing yourself to let go of anything that's no longer serving you. It doesn't, it's all about how the change is taking place into your life, that you need to take it when, like strike when the iron's hot. And being able to allow yourself, even if there's certain goals that you want to meet into your life, write those down. And when you're applying that towards yourself on every day, the universe is paying attention to that, and there's a lot of things you can't do like you used to do. Because it's just like when I said, I used to write down certain things. I'm like, oh, I'm going to do this day. And don't even realize that God don't place certain, little speed bumps in your life just to see if you don't still stay in that commitment. Because there's a lot of people that will start something and not finish it. So it's just like those certain things, you already know what your bad habits are. You know what your bad patterns are. And right now, everything that you're facing right now is making you break away from those. Whether it is people that you're allowing yourself to constantly rely on. There's a lot of times that, like I was saying yesterday, that, many people are just dropping out of your life, whether it's universe forcing you out, or certain circumstances are showing you this person doesn't need to be in your life. Have that self-love within yourself. If certain things is just disturbing your emotions of peace, it keeps you up at night. Nothing needs to be into your life to where it's making you lose sleep. I used to be a type of person like that. Now, shoot, I be wanting to sleep. I be wanting to sleep. Like, I'm not going to sit up here and apply this to my life, apply this to my frequency. I'm allowing myself to let nature hit it where it needs to hit, or even, I had to tell one somebody I knew that was very close to me. It's just like I told them, they're going through a lot of hardship right now, and it angers. So I said, it angers anybody to have to go through things. And I had to keep allowing myself to just say, even with my own self, when you go through things, it's not your place to punish anybody. And I know a lot of times, like, what the heck, what you say? This person did this and that. No, because you're hurt people, heal people. Happy people make other people happy. You have to understand that. And it's just like, the fact is, when you can tell somebody to give them the day that they deserve, you let karma set that out. You ain't got to sit up there and do all that. You ain't even got to sit, because some people tell you, kill people with kindness. Sometimes you got to just kill people with silence. Sometimes they don't even need your even your frequency of that. And a lot of times you just saying hi is just saying too much, because it's just like there's too much hell raising around here. You have to be able to go through, and this is that time for you to focus on your peace. Not placing fear out into the universe about what certain things are unfolding the way they are. You feel this, you feel that. And it's just like, when you're allowing yourself to be able to heal through those moments of fear, you're dissolving that, and you're allowing yourself to stay focused on, it's just the fact is being open to anything. If you're wanting to just clear your vibrations of toxic thoughts that you have on instant replay. A lot of times we become ace boom coons with our pain, with our mishaps. You apply that to your being. And this is just that time you have to be able to change your words on how you represent your own self. I used to relate to, victim mentality, or what people have done, what people have blocked me for. Now it's like, let me allow myself to be, my definition behind my being is just being open. not forcing myself to fixate on certain things that are out of my control or out of my, that I can't change, but just being open about how I choose to look at certain circumstances that may be, that makes me sad or make me drained and stuff like that. And then when I'm allowing myself to do that, I'm changing my meaning. That means when I'm changing my meaning, I'm changing that frequency. And when you're changing that, you're pushing that out to the universe, that you're not allowing yourself to fixate on things that can switch up at any time. Not allowing yourself to fixate on certain people that have done wrong to you. People are their own walking punishment. You don't have to sit up here. And a lot of times, we can talk about a person that's hurt us. And I've done that. And I had to really allow myself to really step back out of that. And it's just like, no person can hurt you as more as they're hurting themselves. Even though they're directing that towards you, there are certain things that they are just allowing themselves to not face or even connect with, so they can go through their emotional healing. So pray peace into their lives as you working on your own. And it's just like, those are the things you have to be able to do. If you feel like you're stuck into a loop on trying to figure out how you can solve your problems, allow yourself to to write down that circumstance. If it's like a negative situation, what do you see that is in your higher being on what could be the negative response, or not the negative response, the positive response or the positive outcome you're hoping that can happen. And when you allow yourself to answer that, you can put down, okay, for these to happen, what do I have to do to make those things happen? And when you're coming down on that, you'll start seeing things. When you're allowing yourself to be open, don't force, a certain thing that you want to go a certain way, but what do you feel like you can do within yourself to apply that to become a positive solution for you? And then when you're allowing yourself to do that, you'll start noticing. And I had to do that with myself. You start noticing how you choose to respond to it, if you choose to respond at all, or how you choose to look at it. You choose, look at it in a certain way, and that's allowing yourself to learn. And a lot of times you have to realize, when you're allowing yourself to do that, that's less stress on yourself. It's less stress on yourself. There's certain things that are just out of your control, and you have to just leave it up to God. And, he'll fix it right where it needs to be. But I hope you were able to resonate with the content of this video. Y'all, much love to you. And thank you so much for the support y'all have been giving me. I've been MIA for a while, but I had to go ahead and take care of myself. It's like, if I'm out here always doing things for everybody else and I don't do it for myself, I gotta get selfish with myself at times. But I'm glad I can be back. And I will be having my live chat at 7:30. It's like, what time is it here? It's like 5:47 here. So it'll be, not too long from now. But it's just be an open discussion, like as usual. So hopefully I'll be able to connect with you spiritually and virtually. I hope you have a blessed weekend. Be responsible at everything that you do, whatever you're working on to manifest into your life. I hope it comes so much bigger and better than you ever imagined, and comes sooner than you ever predicted. Even through social distancing, make sure you give out love, light, positivity, words, vibes, frequencies. You just never know. All those things can really take you a long way, and them a long way as well. And I make sure I leave my contact information in the description box below, as well as my link to my podcast as well. And you'll see me on my next video. Much love to you. Peace.